So sorry the house looks like a mess. It's like Tuesday morning, maybe like 8 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. So I just made myself some coffee. And originally I was going to get some writing done today, this morning, but then I haven't been able to actually pick up a book and read for a while. And usually I prefer reading in the mornings and like late at night, just when there's like not a lot of distraction and there's not a lot of people around. So yeah, after this I think I might get back to reading Rust Colored Rain by Otto Schaefer. I've been really enjoying it lately. It is a zombie like action thriller novel, I would say, and it's so good so far, so I would highly recommend it. But yeah. So my birthday was in early April, and some good couple friends of mine got me this really cute little wooden cat statue for my birthday, and little did they know I actually have a collection of wooden animals, so super cute. Here's a little clip of me and Pico. Pico's just a very needy boy, and he likes to sit on my lap while I write sometimes, so it's just super cute. I just had to add a cute little clip of Cricket just because he is head empty, no thoughts. And for my birthday, my boyfriend actually got me an upgraded reptile setup for my leopard gecko named Nathan. And she is a very good girl. Her name is Nathan because originally we thought she was a boy. It just stuck. But yeah, she's right there. So the enclosure turned out great and Nathan really enjoys it. I'm really excited, and I'll do a more in-depth like pet enclosure video later or pet video later. But with a couple friends of ours, 3 out of 4 of us had April birthdays. So we also decided to go to a casino/hotel and have some fun, just the 4 of us. And yeah, we also got one of those little pet robots, so we can check on the cats for when we're, away or when I'm on business, traveling for work, and we can just make sure that they're doing okay. So here's the little robot and some of the footage from that. So I'm currently 8.4 or 8.5 words on my work in progress Swan of the Night. And I know it's not like I know it's not like a big increase, at least, from my video where I said I was up to 7K, just because like work and it's kind of it's hard to find time and struggle between balancing a work life and being a functional adult in society, and finding the time to write and work on creative projects, etc. But yeah, so I know it's not that much, but I'm still really proud of my progress. I'm still really proud of the fact that I'm 8.5K words into writing a novel. Like, it's just kind of... I also have a market event coming up on May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And that event is supposed to be like a vendor, artist, type of event. It's basically being hosted at the local cafe that I go to. That's the one that you like always see in my videos where I'm writing at, or like the one that I go to for my writing group, my like bi-weekly writing group. But yeah, so this cafe is hosting this event, and there's going to be a bunch of like vendors and artists selling their stuff, and I'm actually going to be selling my snake shed jewelry, and I'm going to be with Rafi, my pet snake. And I don't think you've seen him too much in my videos, only because like he's mostly out at night, and I don't really film at night that much. But yeah, if you guys are ever interested in seeing him, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of filming of that. I'm very excited. This whole week I've been doing prep and just making new jewelry pieces. I'm also gonna be selling my keychains and pins from my other small business, where I sell stickers and pins and keychains and all that good stuff of my digital art. So I'm super excited for that event. I don't know how it's gonna go, not gonna lie, like sales wise. but also just like setup wise, like I don't know, like I've never met any of these people in my life, so obviously we're going to see how that goes. But yeah, so here's my dilemma with my other novel that I'm working on called The Day the Clocks Disappeared. And the kind of issue with that is that, like, I want to write it so bad. It's like itching at me. Like I'm not writing it in first person, I don't think. I think I'm gonna write it in third person. And I want to write, like, it just, it's screaming to me that I want to write it, right? But I told myself I was going to finish Swan of the Night first, because I was like, listen, don't run before you can walk, you know? Try writing a book first and then write your, you know, dream book, if that makes any sense, or like the book that I really want to work on. I'm not saying that I don't want to work on Swan of the Night. I'm still very passionate about the project. I'm still very passionate about where it's going. I think it's just going to be more of like a beginner novel, if that makes any sense for me. Like, it's just going to be filled with trials and errors and learning about, you know, indie publishing, the industry, what works, what doesn't. I'm just throwing mud at the wall and seeing what sticks, and I am experimenting a lot with it. So I think that's like one of the good aspects, is that I can kind of do that freely, if that makes any sense. But it is kind of annoying because a lot of my passion is towards, or like I said, I'm still passionate about Swan of the Night, but lore wise, if this makes any sense, because like I'm a big fantasy person, or like elements of fantasy, if that makes any sense. I'm really passionate about the story of The Day the Clocks Disappeared, and I'm just so excited to write it. So I don't know, because I'm not usually the type of person that can write two things at once. I mean, poetry maybe, because I've done it in the past. My poetry book is literally right in front of me. Yeah, this is my beat up copy, because it's got all the little messed up parts and whatnot. But anyways, so I'm not good at writing two stories at once. I just they get too muddled in my head. I forget which storyline is which, I forget what's happening where, and it's just so confusing. So I'm waiting till I finish Swan of the Night, publish Swan of the Night, and then I'm gonna start working on The Day the Clocks Disappeared again. I have like a first chapter of The Day the Clocks Disappeared, but it's not like the most developed, and like I said, I haven't even, like, I think I only have that first chapter of that first draft, and then I stopped so that I could continue Swan of the Night. But yeah, just so you guys know though, like on this channel, I think that's gonna be my course of action for these books. I think I'm going to start and finish Swan of the Night so you guys can read that, get a taste for my writing, get a taste of who I am, etc. And like the stories that I like to tell, and then I will be writing my fantasy novel, my fantasy novel, The Day the Clocks Disappeared, and I will put the cover for that. You've seen the cover for it actually already in one of my videos, but I'll probably film the market for my next vlog, actually, now that I think of it, because I do want to have something to upload this week. But yeah, so a little bit about my work in progress is actually just for like people who are new, or like if you want a little bit of an explanation. So my work in progress currently, Swan of the Night, is a thriller / dark romance novel about a college professor who falls unhealthily in love / obsessed with his mistress or his prostitute. And she is a very outgoing, she's very proud, she's very she is very sure of who she is. She likes what she does. She's proud of what she does. She's very confident in being promiscuous. She likes what she does. And, you know, my main character, Jim, is very nice guy syndrome, in the sense that, like, oh, I want to take care of you. I want to provide for you. I want to, like, give you this life, this, like, white picket fence life. And she's like, no, that's not what I want. I like what I do. I like being sexually empowered. I like my life, you know? And he obviously has a whole break about it. But anyway, so that's a little bit about Swan of the Night. And then the cover that you just saw, The Day the Clocks Disappeared, you'll see, I'll put both covers up. But so The Day the Clocks Disappeared is a medium fantasy novel about a guy named Xavier Allen. He's about 26, 27 years old, and his grandmother's clock goes missing. So sadly, his grandmother passes away, and this clock that she always had goes missing. And he's like, obviously, like, what the fuck? Where's this clock? Long story short, I'm not going to ruin too much, but the clocks turn out to be portals to a fantasy world, and him and his, I'm actually not going to spoil it, but he must go into this, fantasy magical world, stop the antagonist, and, all that good stuff. I really don't want to say too much until I actually start writing it, only because so much is subject to change at this moment in time, but also just because it's one of those stories where it's like, if you say anything, you're gonna ruin it. So I'm like, I want to share so much, but my blabbermouth, I swear to God,